Well, hi everybody. Good morning. Meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Wednesday morning. A cold front lifting northward. Fog in some areas. There is some thick fog in some isolated spots. It's not widespread dense fog, but there are some isolated areas with some thicker fog this morning. This should burn off by about mid-morning, and we are going to see plenty of sunshine outside of the fog. So plenty of sun expected today. Breezy winds out of the south-southeast up around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Gusts that could exceed 20 miles per hour. That might help today because it is going to be a very warm day across the area with some heat building back in. So the wind might be nice to have out there for today. Tonight, a mild night with a little bit of an increase in clouds, becoming partly cloudy tomorrow morning. The cold front moves into northwest Nebraska, and there could be a couple of showers and isolated thunderstorms near that frontal boundary here. There's a chance of rain and thunderstorms right here tomorrow morning, but probably no severe weather threat during the morning hours. For most of us, we're still going to be pretty warm out ahead of the cold front tomorrow, so 80s and 90s here. Cooler behind the front, a little cooler, not cold, but a little cooler behind the front. Watch how storms really blow up during the afternoon hours as that front advances southeastward. So this brings a better chance of rain and thunderstorms and some severe weather. The highest threat of severe weather is actually going to be here to the northeast, but we could see severe weather along that line of storms right in there. As we get into the evening, still a chance of severe storms, but they will trend weakening a little bit as we head through the evening hours and then begin to move out of our area. By about midnight, they should be completely cleared of our area, and we'll see decreasing clouds. Cooler, comfortable air behind that front Friday morning. Just wait till you see those temperatures. And then Friday afternoon, we'll see some sunshine. Not a whole lot of wind out there, but it's a north wind and some pretty pleasant temperatures for your Friday. Severe weather-wise, and this is for tomorrow, mostly in the afternoon and early evening, there is a marginal risk of severe storms over central and eastern areas. Up to the northeast is where the better chance is with that slight risk area, but again, a marginal risk of severe storms. Large hail up to around quarter size, severe wind gusts up over 60 miles per hour are both a possibility. Temperatures today, it's going to be pretty hot out there. Most of us into the low and mid 90s this afternoon, maybe a few upper 80s out there, but mostly low to mid 90s, and a little more heat towards the northwest, upper 90s to near 100 there. And the highest humidity will be in the east, so we could see heat index values maybe up close to 100 degrees this afternoon. Lows tonight down into the 60s and lower 70s, so another warm night ahead of us. Notice though, that front's going to be right about here tomorrow morning, so cooler air behind the front out west. Highs tomorrow, again, a little more comfortable behind the cold front, upper 70s and lower 80s, but out ahead of the front much of the day, mid and upper 80s, low to mid 90s, so the highest temperatures in the south and east. This is kind of reminiscent of yesterday's highs. As we get into tomorrow night then, now again, the cold front has cleared through, the storms are gone later in the night, and look at this, by Friday morning we are down into the 50s and lower 60s. 40s in the panhandle, there's some fall right there for you. So a little more comfortable air heading into our Friday morning. Friday afternoon, nice, upper 70s, low to mid 80s, warm, actually not far from average for this time of the year. A little more heat building in off to the northwest though already. And in fact, look ahead to Saturday. It's going to be pretty warm out there, mid upper 80s, low to mid 90s. Heading to the Husker game in Lincoln, upper 80s. Going to be pretty warm out there at the capital city. Not hot, but pretty warm. Bring the sunscreen. Plenty of sun expected on Saturday as well for that first Husker game of the 2024 football season. As we look at the forecast for the Tri-Cities, again, patchy fog early, otherwise plenty of sun, breezy south winds. Tomorrow, warm as we'll be ahead of the front much of the day, and then as those that front approaches, showers and storms pick up. We've got a pretty good chance of rain through the, especially in the afternoon hours, and then even a little bit of lingering into the evening before it clears on out. By midnight, it's gone. Plenty of sun. In fact, we've got dry weather the rest of the 7-day forecast, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We're going to start to warm back up on Saturday, and then another front cools us down and brings a few extra clouds Sunday and Labor Day Monday. Highs in the upper 70s there. Low 80s return on Tuesday, and it looks like some of that heat's going to try to build back in a little bit next week, back into the mid and upper 80s by next Wednesday and Thursday. Maybe a bit of a cool down as we get beyond that by next Friday there, lower 80s there. Let's take a look at the forecast for the North Platte area. It's a little bit different than the Tri-Cities. Low to mid 80s today, plenty of heat ahead of us, breezy winds. With the cold front coming through sooner though, a high of 80 on Thursday, but only a 40% chance of rain and thunderstorms, mostly geared towards the morning and very early afternoon as the front's passing through. Once that front clears through here, you're going to dry out in the afternoon, start to see a little more sunshine. Cool 50 degrees Friday morning, but back up into the mid 80s Friday afternoon, and then it's upper 80s and low 90s on Saturday, so a little more heat there Saturday. Cooling down, but we're talking lower 80s Sunday and Labor Day Monday, and then Tuesday back up into the upper 80s as the heat tries to build back in for the middle of next week, maybe even some low 90s there on Wednesday of next week before a bit of a cool down later on in the week here. And in fact, as you take a look at the extended forecast, this is next week, next Wednesday through the following Tuesday. So this is the 4th through the 10th of September. And you can see we're kind of on the edge of a big heat dome that's going to settle in over the western U.S. as we get into the second half of next week and early the following week. Meanwhile, cooler air off towards the east, which they'll enjoy the relief. It's been kind of hot there the last couple of days here. Precipitation-wise, we're likely to be below average the way it looks right now, with above average precipitation over the southeastern part of the U.S. right in there. So plenty of heat to come again, even though we're trending downward because we're pushing into September. It gets a little tougher to get super hot, but we're still expected to be above average. Moisture-wise, not a lot after tomorrow here. Let's take a look at the extended forecast. Again, not much today. Tomorrow, there it is right there with the cold front passing through. Best chances are over southern and eastern half of the area. And then we dry out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. There isn't much to speak of until maybe the middle and end of next week, but even then, we'll see. There's that next cold front, by the way, around that Friday, Saturday time frame. We may cool back down a little bit here. The GFS model, again, tomorrow's got a decent chance of rain and thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon and early evening. And then pretty dry Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Get towards the middle of next week, maybe something there, Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Looks like there's that cold front. There's that shot of cooler air coming in later on next week. It's a ways away yet. We'll see here. So that may cool us down a little bit. We'll show you, the European model will show you pretty well here. So again, pretty toasty today right there. Cooling back some tomorrow and especially on Friday. Then we start to warm back up on Saturday just a little bit. And then there's the bigger cool down Sunday and Monday. Then there's the heat dome out west early next week though. And that's going to spread eastward by the middle of next week. And then there's that next shot of cooler air late next week. I've been watching this close with my Canada trip coming up. See how that will play out down the road here, because I'll be in Canada by that Saturday right there. So we'll see how things play out. So anyway, thank you all for watching. I will be back with you on Thursday morning with all the latest. Until then, take care. Enjoy your day. God bless. Bye.